Did I read something here in the last couple of days that they've expanded the seating at Mercedes-Benz to accommodate Ohio State fans?
Oh, I don't know if it's just to accommodate Ohio State fans. I think Ohio State's going to be outnumbered 3-1. But yeah, Gary Stokan was in Columbus Tuesday, made the official invitation to Ohio State, Gene Smith, Ryan Day, to attend the Peach Bowl. And as part of that, he said they're going to take advantage of all of the available seating that's extra inside the Mercedes-Benz Stadium, seats that the Falcons don't typically use on a week-to-week basis, that they keep for Super Bowls and Peach Bowls and national semifinal games and national championship games and Final Fours, kind of that auxiliary seating that they have there. Plus, he said they put on sale 2,000 standing room only tickets as well to really pump it. And he thinks that the attendance record will be set for the stadium with this game for a football game, maybe breaking the Super Bowl record or breaking the Peach Bowl record previously, maybe from 3 years ago when they had a semifinal. So, yeah, it looks like 78,000 thereabouts will be in attendance for this game, which that's probably a little bit more than what I figured. I figured they'd be in the high 60s or low 70s or whatever, but 78,000 is a pretty good size house for a stadium like this and a game of this magnitude.
Yeah, get-in price, just even for standing room only, is in the low fours right now. I mean, if you want a seat, I think you're in the fives. Lower deck is like 1,200 or something, just, base to get there. It's going to be a hot ticket, and a lot of people are going to travel there hoping to get in last minute. Well, don't forget that Georgia, the University of Georgia campus, is like 70 miles away, and there are going to be a lot of Georgia fans who will come in from Athens, who already live in Atlanta, live in various parts of the state. They're going to be doing the same thing. So I don't think we're going to see we're 5 minutes into the first quarter and people are looking to dump their tickets. That's probably not going to be the case. So have a plan or have a backup in terms of a bar to go watch the game at. If you go down there, it's going to be a good time.
We could have an argument, possibly we would all be on the same side, but I know that there's an argument out there as to whether this is truly any kind of home field advantage. Where do you guys stand?
I watched the Oregon Atlanta game or a Georgia game in that same stadium. And granted, Oregon's not going to travel like Ohio State fans travel, but that place gets loud, and it was loud for that game consistently. And given how Ohio State has handled the false starts and the delays of game, this is not going to be fun for them. I think it's going to be very loud, and Georgia fans are going to cause some problems with Ohio State's ability to hear offensively. So I think just game-wise, the Buckeyes are going to have to be prepared for that. C.J. Stroud is going to have to be prepared for that. Ryan Day, the staff, have to be ready for a road atmosphere. And, even in that place, if it's just 50 or 60,000 Georgia fans and 18,000 Ohio State fans, like those 50 or 60,000 fans in that place will be loud because it's an NFL stadium. They're smaller than they're smaller than college stadiums that we are accustomed to being in. So it doesn't take as many people to make that place really, really loud. And it's just a sustained noise there.
And Georgia fans bark. They bark. So it's going to be the Cleveland Dog Pound on super steroids. It's going to be very loud there. Somebody asked if it's going to be like LSU 07, where Ohio State played LSU in New Orleans. In some ways, I think it could be worse just because the Superdome in New Orleans is massive. And Mercedes-Benz, I mean, for being a dome stadium that still can obviously get to 78,000 attendance, maybe higher based on how many concession workers and everything else are there. It's going to be loud, and Tony is absolutely right that they're going to have to sort some of these things out in terms of false starts and the mechanics of getting plays called, and they just maybe aren't going to be able to call the perfect play every time, and you're just going to have to allow players to make plays out there. It's going to be very loud.
And the roof will be closed, which Gary made sure to mention as he was talking to us about the game atmosphere. So The flyover will not be seen by those of us in the stadium, which is always fun when there's a flyover with the dome closed.